All right, buddy. That national championship game, Houston, Florida, was crazy.
I mean, the ending, it's way better than other national championships like that women's basketball March Madness.
My gosh.
That was terrible.
I didn't watch a second of that.
Yes,
Did
I
you?
know. I saw the game cast. I mean, they beat him. That's like the third best, greatest upset of all time in women's basketball.
Really?
March Madness.
How do you know that?
I got a notification.
How do you get notifications?
ESPN.
Oh, okay. Well, but this was a thing of beauty. This was an absolute slugfest. I picked Florida to start the tournament, but with all these close games, one of two things were going to happen. A, they were going to get it was going to catch up to them eventually, right?
Yeah.
All these close games, playing with fire against UConn and Tech and all this, and then eventually it's going to catch up to them. Or B, it's just going to battle test them to the point where they're unflappable.
Yeah.
Turned out they were unflappable.
I mean, that UConn Florida game, they only beat them by like 2 or something like that. I thought UConn wasn't as good.
Yeah.
But then Florida just turned it on, and for the rest of the tournament, I mean, that Houston game, they were down most of the game.
They were down as much as 12.
Yeah, and then Sharp just
Golly, I feel bad for Sharp.
Yeah, 2 bad turnovers.
It's a little bit like Mark Sears picking a bad day for a bad day. His very last game after scoring 30-something, to have those turnovers the way he did and to barely score. And then look at Sharp. I mean, I think he had 8, but he's so good.
I know.
But he picked a horrible moment to have his worst moment.
He's a junior, so he will be back next year, and he's definitely going to want to get some redemption.
Oh,
so
100%.
I think he's going to be ready to fight next year. I think Houston's going to go far in the tournament next year.
Oh, I agree. They just got Pop Isaacs.
Man.
It was at Tech and then went to Creighton. He's one of the top guys in the portal.
Yeah. I mean, Walter Clayton dropped 0 in the first half.
Yeah.
And then just turned it on in the second half.
Well, I said, watching the game with you, Walter Clayton's having his Mark Sears moment.
Yeah.
Or it's his last game and he has 2 points. And he hadn't made a shot yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then what he did was, and I like when guards that aren't having a good shooting night do this, what did he do? You remember?
He just drove to the basket, tried to get fouled, and still made the layups.
And he did. Yeah.
He got fouled and made the layups. So it's still a 3-point play.
You know, a great shooter in NBA history that does that when he's having an off night? Currently. Who's the best shooter in the world?
Steph Curry.
Exactly what he does when he's having a rare off night. He goes to the basket. That was a great moment.
Yeah.
I just feel terrible for Sharp and Houston. I mean, they didn't get a shot off in the last minute of that game.
Yeah,
3 turnovers.
And I honestly think that when he shot it, he just threw it on the ground. I think he still should have touched it, even though it would have been a violation.
Well, yeah, because of why?
Because it would have stopped the clock. They could have fouled, and then we already saw them. They already missed one of their free throws. So if they miss one, they make the other. It's still a 3-point game. They still have a chance to tie it.
Exactly.
But if you don't touch it, that's game. Because even if they do get the ball back, there's no chance that you're going to get a shot off.
Obviously, Sharp knows that. So what do you think happened?
He tensed up.
Yep.
And
pressure of the moment,
pressure
right?
just got to him.
It did.
I mean,
he lost his mind literally for a minute.
2 turnovers, 2 bad turnovers in 2 possessions.
I mean, do you remember the Fab Five story?
With Weber when he called a timeout with no more timeouts?
Exactly. Against who?
Duke?
Nope.
North Carolina.
Exactly.
Man, and then they made the technical free throws and they lost.
Yeah.
And then he declared for the draft.
That was a moment where they didn't have any timeouts. He lost his mind. Pressure got to him. Calls a timeout they didn't have. That's a technical foul.
Yep.
Same kind of thing. I was thinking about that with Sharp.
And before that, he traveled and they didn't call it. He got the ball on the inbound and he traveled. But thankfully, Weber.
Oh, really?
When he was dribbling, so much pressure just got to him.
Yeah.
He took like 4 steps before he started dribbling. And thankfully, they didn't call it. And then he still blew the game.
Yeah.
He technically blew the game twice in 1 possession.
I mean, that's just a lesson in don't let the moment get too big for you, but that's way easier said than done.
Yeah.
Way easier said than done.
I mean,
I mean, think about when A&M had that, where it's down 12 points with 44 seconds left and came back and put pressure on them.
Yeah.
Well, why? Northern Iowa felt the heat of that pressure.
Yeah.
And it got to them.
Because at the time, were we in the Big 12? Or were we
we were in the SEC.
We were in the SEC?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, then we probably weren't the best basketball. Because it was probably the ACC with North Carolina and Duke.
Oh, as a league, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely as a league.
But we were still Power 5 league, so pressure got to them. They thought they had the game in the bag.
Exactly. Once we started coming back with that intense comeback and all that trapping pressure,
they had no chance.
No doubt. All right. Before you go to school, what do you think about Bucky ball? Bucky McMillan, A&M.
Well, I want to get more transfers. I know you said
every 10 minutes you ask me, did we get a transfer?
Well, I want to look at the stats of the transfer if we get one. We haven't gotten any yet. And I think Chris McDermott should get as much playing time as he wants. Because either all the seniors, they had to leave. I mean, they don't have any more. But then Payne, Andre Mills, all three of those freshmen, then
Solo.
Jalen Lee, Solo. Everybody left but Chris McDermott.
Yeah.
He's the only one that was loyal to Texas A&M.
Now, he still could portal out.
Yeah, he still could. But if he stays, I think he should get as much playing time as he wants. And he's not bad. I saw him play.
He's good, actually.
Yeah, I saw him play.
Chris McDermott should be a legend at A&M just for staying.
He was the only player. Like, they had no coaches, no other players. He was the only person in the Texas A&M basketball organization.
I know.
No coaches. I mean, you could have said he was our best player. He was our worst player. He's our coach.
It's that Will Smith meme where he's in the living room by himself looking around and there's no furniture. And he's like, oh, shoot, it's just me.
Yeah.
Chris McDermott was looking around like, where'd everybody go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He's got to get these transfers in. But I like what he's doing. I like the style.
Yeah.
They're going to shoot a ton of threes. It's going to be a wild ride. I mean, there are going to be times where we're like, oh, shoot, we missed 33s that game. But there are going to be a lot of high-scoring games, 100-point games and stuff.
I just hope that full-court defense, full-court pressure, I just hope that works.
I know.
If that works, and we can hit our threes.
Yeah. Well, players are going to want to play that kind of style.
Yeah. They didn't want to play the Buzz style where you have to do a full personality test, then all you do is defense. I mean, nobody wants to do that.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, he didn't want to be here anymore, right?
Yeah.
Buzz did not want to be the coach at Texas A&M.
Yep.
He made that clear. He put himself out there for any job available. He didn't get Indiana. He didn't get Texas. But when Kevin Willard went to Villanova to open up Missouri, he asserted himself into that. They don't even have an athletic director.
Yeah. And
they hired him. So, hey, good for him. Well, we want people here that want to be here.
Yep.
He had his moments. And now it's on to Bucky ball.
Yep.
What else you got? The Rangers struggling in Chi-Town this week in the snow.
I don't know. It's something about the Cubs.
The Cubs are playing good baseball.
The Cubs, I mean, I don't know how they lost to the Dodgers are playing bad now.
Baseball's weird, man.
Their offense is struggling.
Baseball's a weird sport. That's why we love it so much.
Kind of like a 4-game losing streak or something like that.
Who?
The Dodgers.
That's crazy.
I think they started 9-0.
I think they did, and then the Braves got them.
Yeah.
All right. Scheffler or the field? Let's make a $5 bet.
The field.
Really?
The field.
I'll take Scheffler.
Scheffler is not.
Oh, I'm taking Scotty. 100%. All right, you out?
Yep.
All right, buddy. Remember who you are. I love you.